You have no idea how many nights someone whispered your name to the heavens hoping you would finally see this. Not just someone random, someone who loves you, who has loved you through lifetimes, and who now from beyond this world has helped send this message through me. Also, guess what? It finally got to you now. Not earlier or later. There's a reason for that. Make a promise to me before we go on. Don't say anything else while I talk to you, because after that you will not be able to see your own story the same way. This message isn't from me. It's not even just from heaven through Archangel Michael. It is from the eyes of God Himself. There is a painful truth that was kept from you at the start. A truth that has been covered up with hugs, smiles, and lies. Please hear this slowly because it will shake your spirit. Someone you trusted and loved has been the perfect person for the job. A snake that is hidden in plain sight, covered in worry and fake prayers. Every "Are you okay?" was accompanied by a whispered "I hope you fail." There was a secret plan to watch you break behind every "I'm here for you" message. But heaven is done. This snake in your family has finally been caught, says Archangel Michael. The name is about to be shown. Don't turn your head away now. This isn't a story. This isn't a play. In this last message, the divine court warns us. They smiled at you and lied to you as soon as you turned around. There is more to this message than just showing betrayal, though. No, it's about getting power. Yours. You have been held back for too long by emotions. You buried invisible forces and karmic weight that never belonged to you. And now everything is being taken away. But you need to give this moment your full attention. As you read this, Archangel Michael is directly next to you. What you feel on your skin is him. That quick breath you took was your soul gasping at the truth you've always known but never had the proof for. This is why your plans keep falling apart just as they're about to work out. Why some people always seem to bring chaos into your peace. Or why your inner light keeps flickering even when you do everything you can to shine. It wasn't a sudden betrayal. It was put there, and until now it has grown quietly in your blind spot. A family member. It was someone who laughed with you, prayed with you, sat next to you at dinners, and promised to be loyal. That person fed your name to dark energy. Maybe they wished they had your light. They might not like how the universe favored you. They might not have liked that you were picked while they felt forgotten. Their reasons don't matter now, though, because heaven has already made up its mind. They won't be able to hurt you again. Also, beloved, this isn't just an clears throat expose. There is a divine rescue. The spiritual jailbreak you seek is here. You have been stuck in a cycle for years that was never yours to carry, says Archangel Michael. While God blessed people on the other side of the door, the snake hurt you. Here's the miracle, though. The door is now open. It's just a walk through. Now is the time for you to say that you are walking through. Put one word, Amen, in the comments below. That should be your spiritual signature, your promise to heaven that you are breaking out of the cycle and entering the freedom that has already been set aside for you. Don't just think about it. Write it down. This is because making it public seals it in the spiritual world. Keep reading, because what's about to happen will show you who has been in your way. You have been stuck in a cycle for years that was never yours to carry, says Archangel Michael. While God blessed people on the other side of the door. The snake hurt you. Here's the miracle, though. The door is now open. It's easy to get through. Also, I have a secret that only God knows. At the end of reading this message, when you let the truth flood into your spirit like thunder on a stormy sea, your body will feel free. You might cry or just stay still, but something will click inside you. When it does, nothing or no one will ever be able to move you again. Pay close attention because what comes next is holy. The snake knew that something was going to change. This is why they've been acting tense lately. Strange, distant, or overly sweet people. Fake apologies, gifts, or phone calls that come out of the blue. Pay close attention because they've already been caught in the spirit world. Archangel Michael has already stood there. You have to choose to see it, though. You have to choose freedom for him. You need to understand that this betrayal didn't just hurt your relationships. It stopped your money. It got in the way of your health, your peace, and your intuition. You tried to get up, but something always held you back. You now understand why. In secret, they prayed for your failure while acting like they were behind you. One thing they forgot though, there are angels around you. God always knows where his child is. I have a deep question for you, and I want you to answer from the bottom of your heart. Ever feel like someone close to you is watching you, but not in a good way? It seemed like whenever something good happened to you, they would play it down, change the subject, or start a drama that made the event about them instead of you. Spiritual manipulation like that is. That's what the snake likes to do. Don't worry, though, because I have something stronger to tell you. Now is the start of your miracle season. Your name has been talked about in rooms of divine strategy. Archangel Michael begged God to let you know about this message alone. The blessings that were supposed to come later are now being sent to you right away. You just need to believe. But here's the thing. Believe but don't do is like praying but not listening. You need to do something else. Do not skip this. Don't think it's just another message. It's not. It's the last warning before divine justice hits the person who hurt you and a flood of blessings falls on you. I'm aware that this makes you feel sad. It needs to be. You've cried enough alone. You've smiled through betrayal and held on to people who were never there for you. But not anymore. No more love that's late. Don't waste any more chances. No more confusion about God. Today, things become clear. I want you to feel this in your bones. You didn't find this message just because you were interested. It's because you were supposed to. Heaven has already tried to get to you. But now you're ready. Now you can find out the name. It's time to cut the tie. There is no longer any spiritual suffocation in you. You will meet the real you when you do that. The one who's been waiting behind all this pain. In a roundabout way, this betrayal is your real breakthrough. Do not miss the most important blessing. You will be surrounded by divine signs as soon as you accept this truth, says Archangel Michael. Birds will act strangely near you. There will be a lot of numbers. Things in your dreams will seem more real than they are. And in one of those signs, the snake's name will be clear without you having to look for it. You'll be at peace. Not the kind that you have to do, but the kind that you deserve. Kind that comes from getting through something that was meant to break you. And still rising. Because when this truth starts to come out, you'll finally feel like the universe is on your side. Not just with signs, but also with real changes. People who used to ignore your pain will want to tell you the truth now. Things that have always been confusing will make sense all of a sudden. You'll remember what people said. You will remember looks. You will play back parts, and one by one the puzzle pieces will fit together perfectly. Don't question it when it happens either. Be assured that divine justice is taking place. Archangel Michael tells them, this person has been making you feel tired for a long time. Now you know why you were so tired after talking to them, even though the conversation seemed normal. So that's why you've been having strange delays. That's why you felt like someone was keeping a closer eye on your blessings than you were. Here's something they didn't want you to know. They were scared by your light. They were antsy because of your peace. Their demons were annoyed by how strong you were. They tried to dim you because they knew deep down that you were the one to break the generational chains. You are too. You've always been, even when you didn't believe in yourself, especially then. Archangel Michael tells you that you are stronger than people have told you. This power scares people who put on fake masks. In order to keep you from focusing on the truth, they worked very hard to cause you pain, confusion, and false loyalty. But no longer. Something holy is going to start in your life from now on. Reversal, realignment, or rebirth are all terms used. For long enough, you have been suffering in silence. You have used your tears to water deserts. You've stood in fire and called it home. But now heaven has moved to help you. And nothing, not a curse, not a lie, not an enemy, can stop heaven from moving. After this, you might feel some people pulling away. Let them. As soon as the truth comes in, their spirit can't stay close to yours. Lies feel safe when it's dark. And now you, beloved, hold a torch that can't be put out. Yes, it will hurt to know that someone in your family had poison in their heart. This is someone whose voice you trusted and whose hug you loved. That thought can break someone. Archangel Michael says it won't break you though. It will set you free, because the truth is that you were never the one who was broken. You are the lucky one among people with bad intentions. Now that the mask is off, nothing can stop you. Not their thoughts, not their energy, not their silence, and not their fake kindness. Because heaven sees everything. Heaven tells them, now it's your turn. Pay close attention. A big change will start tonight. It could begin with a dream, a phone call, or a text message. Your world will crack open in some way. Their name might show up. Something shocking might be said about them. You might feel better when you wake up. That sounds like angels pulling spiritual cords out of your soul. It feels like freedom. Don't worry about what you'll lose if the truth comes out. Fear the things you would have kept if you hadn't seen. As your spirit wakes up right now, Archangel Michael wants you to say this out loud. I free every spirit that faked love to get in my way. I'm sorry, but I don't carry on. I bless them from afar and I walk in my truth. I'm now free. I also want to claim my divine inheritance. Even though the words are simple, they have power and God hears them. Because this isn't just a message of betrayal. This message is a miracle. As soon as you face the truth and escape the trap, your miracle will begin. You are now. Do you not feel it with every word you read, beloved? The pressure in your chest is going away. That weight around your spirit is going away. The snake has already been taken away spiritually. Right now, all you're doing is watching the last scene happen in real life. And I want you to make this moment last by doing something easy but strong. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Right now, in the comments, write, "I step out of the trap." Not tomorrow. Not when it seems safe. Now, your declaration that you are no longer waiting for someone to let you be free is those words. It's your choice. And heaven notices when you write it. Read on, because the next truth you'll get will let you in on the last piece you've been waiting for. Do not you feel it with every word you read? Beloved, the pressure in your chest is going away. That weight around your spirit is going away. The snake has already been taken away spiritually. Right now, all you're doing is watching the last scene happen in real life. And now is the time to subscribe to this channel if you want to know how to walk through this season with divine alignment at your side. You are not just following a page when you subscribe. Heaven will keep sending you the clarity, confirmation, and protection you need right when you need them. This is a prophetic promise for your life. Your spiritual anchor is your promise to stay in place for what God is letting go of. You should subscribe right now, because the next part of your journey will need you to stay in touch with the voice that is leading you. You will know exactly why you were meant to see this message today when it does happen and the whole truth hits you. The 3 times this message was late, Archangel Michael says it was because dark energy tried to stop it but failed. No matter how dark it is, nothing can stop divine timing. That's why you are reading it now. Now that you know, you need to do something. Do not move. Watch and listen. Person who betrayed you will try to blame someone else. Lie or cry. Don't let it fool you. They had chances. They were told not to. They didn't stop. Now the gods have stepped in, and from this pain will come something beautiful. The part of you that was hidden by lies. The person who put up with too much, doubted their worth, and thought love was pain was the old you. That version is no longer being made. Someone new is waking up. This new person is stronger, smarter, and better. And no snake, betrayal, or karmic tie can take away what heaven has now fixed. My sword of truth has cut the last cord, says Archangel Michael. You're not by yourself. You were never that. I have been with you through all of your silent battles. What they did, I saw. I held you while you cried. Now I bring you justice. This justice won't be small either. In the next few days, doors that have been locked for years will likely open. But before you go any further, I want you to really understand this truth. Go ahead and type this in the comments. I receive my justice as a testimony that you are no longer waiting for what heaven has already given you. Let those words leave your fingers and enter the digital space. What is already yours is made real by your agreement. As you write it, know that Archangel Michael is right there with you, ready to bring all the blessings that have been held back right to your door. I have been with you through all of your silent battles. What they did, I saw. I held you while you cried. Now I bring you justice. This justice won't be small either. In the next few days, doors that have been locked for years will likely open. People will likely show up and admit things you thought they knew but couldn't prove. Now that no one is taking your energy, it will come back to you like a waterfall. During the next 24 hours, you might feel weird. Feel a light touch on your shoulders, warmth around your head, and tingling in your hands. That's not something you made up. In that moment, angelic healing starts to work inside you. Don't be scared of it. Take a deep breath in. Allow it to flow. This moment is holy. We can't go back on this change. This freedom is real. Are you ready for the name now? It won't fall from heaven into your lap. You already know it in your spirit. You've known it. You could feel it in your body. The stress, the pain, and the fear that was hiding. Your spirit has known all along. Now your conscious mind does too. Say the name in your mind. The first one that lights up. That is the one. Yes, that one says Archangel Michael. The person who faked it the most. That's the snake. Now, beloved, the brightest light has seen them. And darkness can't hide from heaven once it sees. You've made it this far. That says it all. That you were all set. That you were strong enough. That you were picked to hear something that many people would have skipped over out of fear, denial, or pain. Not you, though. You read more. You stayed. Your reward now starts. Not today or next week. Things are about to start moving quickly from now on. Don't be shocked if people feel awkward around you all of a sudden. That's what truth does. People who are getting along with your confusion will panic when your energy shifts into alignment. As the light in you grows, they will try to pull you back into old roles, habits, and pain. Don't go back. You are not the same person who put up with that anymore. You don't need retaliation, says Archangel Michael. There's no need for a fight. You don't have to let them know. You are what people see. Your rise does what's right. Your peace is what you deserve. The sword is your growth. It's possible that you want to know why. Why would they treat me this way? Why someone from my own family, someone I believed in? That answer, beloved, will not make you better. You don't need to know why they say that. You need to be free. This message is your pass. The thing that most people miss is this. Snakes don't dislike you because you're weak. They are after you because they know what you have on you. They know that your soul can change generations, times, and bloodlines. They try to wear you down before you know it. You did it now, though. They no longer have power. You need to get ready, says Archangel Michael. You will have dreams about other people over the next few nights, not dreams that make no sense, but dreams that amaze you when you wake up. These dreams feel like they are from heaven. It's possible that someone will call your name just as you fall asleep. That's him. The angels are telling you that you are not alone. You were never that. A season of divine reparation has begun for you. Your trust, clarity, joy, and sense of purpose were all taken away. But they will all come back and not just return. There will be too much because you paid for it with pain. The miracle is now here. This miracle, beloved, will not be small. A good thing will happen with money soon. Not by hard work, but by divine alignment. A promise. A message you didn't expect. An inheritance you've been looking for, or a debt that was paid off. You won't be ready for it. And there will only be one reason for it. This is what God did. The snake thought they stopped your growth, but all they did was slow it down. And what heaven delays, it makes more of. You're not just going to get better. You're going to scream louder than you would have if they hadn't tried to stop you. Please be quiet now. Not to fix or run, but to listen because divine instructions are on the way. You might want to clean, block someone, write something, or leave something you've been holding on to for years all of a sudden. That isn't a mistake. That is a divine nudge. Do what it says. Now your way is clear. You will not fall again, says Archangel Michael. You were never meant to be small. It was the snake's plan for you to forget who you are and what you were meant to be. The veil is now torn, though. The lie is over. The spell is no longer working. You have been picked. You have a lot of power. You are seen. Mostly, though, you are safe. Archangel Michael does more than just watch over you. He is with you every step of the way. And every room you enter now has divine authority. People will treat you differently, not because they are afraid, but because they know who you are. They'll know that your spirit has changed because it has. You have brought out an old part of yourself. A light that no one can give or take, not even demons. Prepare for it. The person who hurt you might come back soon with tears, confusion, stories, and apologies that sound just real enough. Don't let it fool you. Forgiveness comes from God, but access is earned. And they have lost that right. Let them go and let heaven take care of what you can't, simply because when you rise, everything changes around you. The stars, the wind, the whispers of your ancestors, and the wings of angels are all working together to help you right now. Soon you'll feel lighter in your body. Your skin might look better. People you don't know may compliment your energy. Pets might look at you longer. There are indications of your vibration elevating. You are now drawing things to you that are like your divine self. Forget about the mess, the doubt, and the cycles. The snake's mask is off, and you are a new person. Now, take a deep breath. Feel that. That's your soul going back to where it belongs. Those are your plans for coming home. Archangel Michael has one last thing to say, which you should really hear. No one else saw you, but I did. I fought for you even though you didn't know that someone was trying to hurt your name. I whispered your name in the halls of heaven. You are now free to walk not as a slave, not as a survivor, but as a warrior of light. Remember who you are at all times. This is the end of their power and the start of your legacy. You were picked to break every lie that ran through your family. The snake is no longer a part of your story from now on. You now own the story, and this is where it starts. You need to keep what is about to come into your life safe now that the snake is gone and the truth is out in the open. Your next chapter will not look at all like the last one, says Archangel Michael. You are about to enter a time when you don't have to defend your worth. You'll just walk into a room and your spirit will talk for you. When you touch something, it will grow. You will have dreams and they will start to come true in real life. Why? Because God doesn't just save. He also fixes things. But restoration also comes with duty. You can't let old habits come back. You can't let guilt make you open doors again that God has already closed because of your feelings. You can't go back to places where your spirit used to leak dry. The healing has taken place. Now things are clear. Now, my beloved, you need to walk like you've been set free. Now is the time to turn. And before I go any further, Archangel Michael has a question. Also, before we go any further, I want you to think about this. If this message moved you, or if the truth you heard made you think of someone else who needs to hear it, please share this prophetic word right now. When you share this video, you're not just sending something else. This message came with an anointing that you are now releasing over your own breakthrough. By sending this to other people, you start a divine exchange in which what God is doing in you starts to grow because you are obeying Him. If you say yes, heaven will use it to open a door in your life that you've been waiting for. Check it out now. Take a moment to listen to your heart. What is the one thing you've been putting up with that is killing your spirit? That's your next release. No matter what comes up, give it up. Because heaven can fill up with more when you let go. More good things can come into your life when you make more room for them. What is coming is bigger than anything you have lost, says Archangel Michael. You've lost relationships, but divine union is on the way. For every chance you missed, there will be purpose-aligned abundance in the next few years. For every year you lost, there will be compressed restoration. 20 years of pain can be undone by 1 year of God's blessing. That's what you need to do next. But be careful. Snakes don't go away quietly. As your good fortune grows, so will the rumors, the envy, and the attempts to trick you. Do not think about it. You're not the same person you used to be. You are now in line with a higher purpose. You have been sent by God to bring light to places that have only known pain. Also, beloved, this isn't a coincidence. God didn't pick someone stronger. That person wasn't picked because they were better. You were picked by Him because no matter what they said or did, no matter how many times your heart broke, you still kept it open. You prayed anyway. You still loved them. There was still hope for miracles in you. And heaven can't leave that kind of spirit alone. The Archangel Michael came to get you because of this. He saw something written with divine ink next to your name. He saw the spiritual fire that tried your heart. He also knew that you were more than just a survivor. A vessel, a conduit for divine messages, and a breaker of spiritual chains. You were. It's now your turn. You'll see things that other people don't. You'll know the truth before anyone else does. You'll start to feel energy even when there is no sound around. This isn't crazy talk. This is called discernment. Heaven is making your spiritual antenna better. Make use of it. Don't question it. There is something wrong if you feel it. If someone's words sound nice, but they make you feel tired, leave them. You don't need a reason. You are now in alignment. You are now free to do what you want. As the curtain comes down on this chapter, Archangel Michael wants to remind you of something holy. You're not hurt. You are being fixed up. And storms, lies, or betrayal can't stop what is being built. God will send you people who see you in a new way. People who cheer for you when you win because they want to, not because they have to. If you need prayer, these are the people you should be around. They'll be here soon. Don't give up. Do not get angry. The snake was in the story, but it wasn't the ending. As you walk into the future, your enemies will not be able to touch it. Let the snake watch. Let them see how high you rise, says Archangel Michael, because they couldn't stop what God had planned for you. Not even a curse, lie, or spell. Also, beloved, this is your cue, not to prove or explain, but to rise. Do not rush. Allow it to grow. Say this every day. There is divine favor on my path. It keeps me safe. I'm in line. I have been picked and I am rising. Say it out loud in your car or while you're driving. Remember that you are not the same person who doubted their worth because of someone else's lies. Let the truth soak into your spirit. Heaven picked you to hear this. Archangel Michael fought for you. Snake will wish they had never picked up the mask in the first place because of what will happen to you. One last thing before you leave. Not everyone will get this message. Not because they aren't good enough, but because they aren't ready yet. And you are. That's why you're still reading. As long as you can remember, your soul has been waiting for this moment. You have the Archangel Michael with you. Heaven is watching over you and divine truth flows through every word. Now step boldly into your miracle. It has already started. Now that your miracle has begun, I want you to remember that you were just born again. Not like someone who was just warned. Since what you read wasn't a story, you have a spiritual awakening. Things will never be the same for you again. It's not because someone else changed, but because you saw the truth. You can't take it away once you see it. You can't act like you are still bound after the chains are broken. You're now on a higher frequency that the snake can't reach. Archangel Michael wants you to comprehend this divine mystery. The snake wasn't sent to hurt you. They were only allowed to show you. All of the lies, betrayals, and manipulations they told you behind your back led to this divine moment of clarity. They meant to hurt you. But God was using them to wake you up. You have woken up. Keep an eye on what comes next. It will start to make you feel lighter both inside and out. The weight that has been following you around like a shadow will start to lift. People who have never known you before may come forward all of a sudden. Do not think that their attention means they love you. Heaven is showing you the change. So don't look away. Do not lose sight of the truth. Your soul has been on enough side trips. This time your feet are walking straight into breakthrough. You also don't have to force anything because there are no more blocks in the way of what is meant for you. The gates are open. The spiritual problems are gone. It will only take you days to do something that used to take months or years. All of this is the power of divine alignment. Archangel Michael says that soon the number 7 will show up a lot of places like on clocks, receipts, addresses, and license plates. That's not a coincidence. Yes, that is proof. 7 is the number of completion in heaven. It means that the cycle is over. What was taken from you is now coming back to you 7 times over. There will be shocking clarity for you. It could happen in dreams, in conversations, or even when someone says something they didn't mean to say. Don't move when it does. Try not to react. Look at heaven as giving you the last few pieces you need to close the door for good. As for the snake, it should go away. Don't look for truths that have already been shown. You saw what God wanted you to see. You are not in charge of changing them. The only thing you need to do is keep them from changing you again. It's time to secure your alignment. Now, I want you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Don't let this moment go by without connecting to the source of truth that heaven is using to talk to you directly. It takes more than a button to subscribe. You have agreed to stay in divine alignment and keep hearing the prophetic words that will help you through the changes that are already happening in your life. Heaven rewards people who stand their ground. If you take that step right now, you'll see your path become even clearer and your understanding of it grow. It's time to get your voice back. Talk. Do not give up. Tell them no. Put limits in place. Stop cycles. Get rid of shame. Pick peace. Put purpose first. They never taught you how to love yourself. You know, they were never meant to be your forever now. These things were meant to wake you up. Archangel Michael wants you to know that you're not behind. You're not behind schedule. Everything that seemed to be taking too long was actually being timed perfectly. You would have been crushed if you had learned this truth too soon. It will set you free now that you are stronger. No enemy can stop what has already been written by God's own hand. Because this is your freedom season, your clarity season, your miracle season. You can now expect divine replacements. People, chances, and blessings that are a good fit for your healed energy will start to show up. You won't have to chase anymore. What your pain used to push away will now draw to your spirit. Your pleas for love will stop and love will start to find you where peace now lives. This change will not be quiet, says Archangel Michael. People will see your glow up. Someone who betrayed you will have to see you rise again. Don't look down to prove anything, though. Let your rise do the talking. Be peaceful and let your silence speak for you. Now take a moment to really understand this truth. If you have ever questioned your worth or felt like you were forgotten or left behind, heaven fought for you not because you were broken, but because you were worth it. There was something about you that the snake couldn't fully poison. It didn't matter how dark things got for your spirit to keep going back to the light. That was you who heard the whisper and came here after it. And that whisper was heaven's voice saying, "Open this. Do not skip it. Wait for the truth." You paid attention. Let heaven handle it now. Led by Archangel Michael. Let God keep you safe. Allow the miracle to happen. Don't think too much about what to do next. You'll be shown the way. Every choice you make now will flow if you do them from a place of peace and alignment. No longer do you need to guess. Do not forget that you were never the problem. Just listen, trust, and move on. You shed light on a room full of dark things. Now the shadows are gone because the light has made you rise. Now that the light has come on in you, Archangel Michael says it's time to keep your gates safe. Snake wasn't just in your family to make your present bad. They were put there to ruin your future. The plan didn't work out though. Heaven has come to help. And now your life isn't going by the rules that people set. You are working with divine timing. What does that mean? In this case, it means sudden acceleration. This word means supernatural alignment. In places where there was pain, it means miracles that you wake up one day and realize you don't need to wait to be saved anymore because you have already been picked. Now there's no going back. That part of your story where peace is no longer hard to find is now over. It is the norm. Where love doesn't have any rules, it comes with clarity. Money flows where it is not chased. There is spiritual protection that is not only prayed for, but is also promised. If you feel like something deep inside you just clicked into place, that stirring in your chest and that warm holy pressure building in your heart, that's because it has. That sound is your soul coming back home. That sound is heaven telling you you are finally ready. What are you getting ready for? Get ready for the life they said you would never have. Get ready for the favor they tried to put off. Get ready for the freedom they tried to stop. Get ready to find love that fits your soul. Get ready to leave a legacy that you were born to make. Archangel Michael whispers, don't forget to seal this moment. Otherwise, what will happen next? Don't leave after reading this. If this message got to you, God is watching how you answer. Say it out loud. Say what your alignment is. Make a sacred promise that you will no longer ignore what your spirit tells you to help you make this change stick. Say this with all your heart. I agree with the truth. I let the snake go. I agree with God's plan. I walk with strength. I have been picked. It keeps me safe. I'm ready. Because the next part isn't just another book. This is the story you were meant to tell all along. The beautiful one that starts after betrayal, after heartbreak, after confusion. It's whole and yours. Then Archangel Michael wants you to do one last thing. If you have read every word, felt every shift, and shed every secret tear that this message brought to your eyes, then read no more. Keep this energy safe. Don't just tell anyone what you know now. Don't beg people to believe you. Don't tell them lies to make them feel better. A lot of people did not get this message. You got it. To the one whose spirit has been quietly screaming for answers. To the person whose heart has been aching for real peace. To the person who kept going even though it would have been easier to give up. Today, God chose to talk to you. You paid attention. Your name is now marked for divine favor as a result of your actions. Your energy is now sealed in the protection of heaven. The time on your timeline has been changed. What you thought was over is just getting started. People have seen the snake. They can't hold on anymore. Their plans didn't work out. You too are rising. You're rising with light from heaven all over you. You're rising with the Archangel Michael's sword behind you. You are rising with a soul that is too smart to be fooled again. One day, other people will read your story as a testimony because it has already been written. No weapon that is made against you will work. And from now on, the only thing that will surprise you is how quickly God blesses you since the lie is gone. But take a moment before you answer the universe for good. Right now, feel that pull in your chest. What if they have really changed this time? Is that burning question that comes to mind? That's how Archangel Michael feels. He knows that you don't want to believe that it was all for nothing. That person knows how many times you've changed the story in your head, hoping that something would make their betrayal make sense. But beloved, this is the truth. A lot of people won't say it out loud. They don't give you closure. It's what heaven gives you when you stop lying to yourself. This is the end of your story. The sorry could still come. There was a text, a long voice note, and a lot of speech, but let's be honest, you already know what they're going to say. You already know what they say when they're in a tight spot. You know how they play the victim just enough to avoid taking responsibility for what they do. And you won't be making the same mistake twice if you let them back in now after all this divine work. You will turn down your miracle. Of course, your miracle, since something very special is now taking shape around your name. The soul of a new person has already spoken to heaven according to Archangel Michael. Someone who already knows how to treat you well. Someone who will not only want to stay, but will choose you every day without being told to or given tests. This person has always been on your path, but they couldn't come while your energy was stuck in the past. The blessing was never taken away. It was just put off. Now is the time to finally slam the door shut. Not because they hate you, but because they respect you. Respect your own heart. Congratulations on your growth. Honor for all the times you prayed with your fists clenched, pleading with God to explain why this had to happen. It's here now. That's the answer. The pain wasn't your punishment, says Archangel Michael. It was your getting ready. Every tear soaked up the future you're about to enter. Time moved faster for you every night you couldn't sleep. Heaven saw all the acts of love you did, even if you didn't get anything in return. Now it's coming back to you multiplied, cleaned, and blessed beyond all reason. To get it though, you have to keep your gates safe because the field of your energy is no longer open. Not everyone should have access to this sacred temple. Take that in. Not everyone should be able to get in. Not least the person who didn't value you. Even though they could see your soul, they did more than just hurt your feelings. They didn't realize how strong you were. They will now have to look at you grow from the outside. That's why they might come back. Yes, they may say everything you once prayed to hear, but by the time they do, you will not be the same person anymore. That which doesn't come wrapped in reverence will be able to hurt you, align you, choose you, or heal you. Archangel Michael ends this message with one last whisper that is a divine command wrapped in fire. You shouldn't answer the door when they knock. Let the life I've been saving for you, and that life is not on the other side of that text either. It's not in their doubtful heart. It's not from the past. It is coming toward you already. When it gets here, you'll know why you had to give up what you thought you needed in order to get what heaven wants. You're still here, beloved. Don't look back at this point. There will not be a miracle for you. It's right here. Now, we get to the last part of your divine message. That moment when everything makes sense. Archangel Michael wants you to know that what is coming will be so lovely, serene, and powerful that you will forget what betrayal ever felt like. You will be heard more than your past. Not because it didn't hurt, but because you will be healed. The real miracle is that you lost a lot to the snake. It takes time, energy, and faith. But heaven is giving it all back and more. You are about to go into rooms that you used to be too broken to even think about. A part of yourself that you haven't even met yet is about to come alive. Someone strong, brave, bright, and impossible to ignore. Someone who carries peace instead of looking for it. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. When it starts to happen, when your phone lights up with unanticipated good fortune, when your bank account changes, when your body feels lighter, and when strangers comment on your glow. Remember this moment when you wake up smiling for no reason. This truth and message. Because this was the way in. This was the holy talk between your soul and heaven that changed everything. You will want to go back to what you know, says Archangel Michael. Don't. That's no longer your home. There is no room in your new life for people who loved you, but only on certain terms. You need to bring your whole self, your whole voice, and your whole light to the next level. You won't have to dim to stay alive this time. You'll shine and stay safe. People will love you even if you tell them the truth. You will get better without getting in trouble for it. Now it's your last chance to make a choice. Will you carry the truth and rise with it? Or are you going to leave because you're scared of what will happen when you get power? Archangel Michael is right next to you. He can't just watch. He can't wait for you to say, "Yes, I'm ready now." If you are, say this blessing out loud to let heaven know right now. I'm not scared of what I'm turning into anymore. I let go of what tried to hurt me, but I forgive what hurt me. The part of me that knows peace, speaks power, and carries God's light is welcome. The snake is no longer there. The lie is no longer true. I have a free life. I'm ready. Your guardian angels just wrote those words down. So, let them sink in. Now that your miracle timeline is working, things that used to slow you down will now speed them up. Inside the next 3 days, you'll get a confirmation. It could be a dream, a call, a message, or a sign that is so clear it will shake you. Don't worry, though. Heaven is the only proof that this message was real. It was divine timing indeed. And yes, it's already going down. Now, beloved, one last whisper from the angels. It means that this message touched your soul, opened your heart, and made you feel like the warmth of heaven reached down through every line. You are a part of something holy. You are a part of a divine family, a soul tribe that is rising together in truth, light, and healing. If this struck a chord with you and you want to know more, stay tuned. Your story isn't over yet. You were not meant to walk this path by yourself. There are more messages and divine truths to come. Get it now. Stay in touch. Not only for the message itself, but also for confirmation, safety, clarity, and the next message that heaven sends through Archangel Michael and other people who carry the same light, because heaven will always lead you now that you've been found. The snake is no longer there. You own the truth. The story is just getting started. You are now free, beloved. And since you're free now, your soul can finally breathe. Doesn't the air feel different, more open, lighter, and calmer? That's not just feeling. That's not something you made up. What has been trying to get to you for years is finally getting through, because your spiritual space is cleared out. Because when betrayal goes away, good things come in. When you get rid of lies, light comes in. The garden starts to grow again after the snake is taken out. Do not mourn what God has taken away, advises Archangel Michael. Be sad about what might have happened if he hadn't. Because that person, that energy, that mask-wearing soul who was pretending to be your family, friend, or supporter was holding up your blessings like a wall and preventing breakthroughs with a smile. But not anymore. Now that the wall is down, everything that heaven has planned for you is quickly coming your way. Get ready. This time you won't have to beg. This time you won't have to prove anything. This time you won't have to ask, "Why me?" You'll say, "Thank you, God. I get it now." They left because they knew it wasn't going to work out. You'll understand why the pain had to happen and why you had to go through the quiet times. Because you wouldn't have known your own light without the darkness. You do now though. Plus, you can see better now. So, your vibration is changing into divine command. Behind the scenes, things are already getting better for you. It's being talked about with your name in it. Things are being moved. The doors are getting ready. But heaven needed you to know this first because the snake can't share the blessing when it comes. It's just for you this time. This time the victory will have your name carved into it like a crown. This is the last thing Archangel Michael told you. Remember it all your life. There is no longer a spiritual attack on you. Divine assignment applies to you. What was meant to hurt you before has now become your platform. There's no chance in this. This is what heaven said. What's going to happen next? It's on its way already. A house that you didn't think you could pay for. Someone who told you that you would never deserve them. The doctors told you that you couldn't get better. Another chance to start over. This time stronger, smarter, softer, and more whole. Keep an eye on what goes on for 11 days. It will show. The kind that shuts down doubt. The kind that makes you weak in the knees. Not out of fear, but because you are so amazed. It's already done. That's why. You are no longer walking toward it. It's under your feet. You are now on the other side. The snake is behind you. You can feel the angels around you. It's already happening right under your feet. You're not the same person you were before you read this message. You are born again. You're lucky. You have been picked. You're loved. And no one, not even the snake, can change what heaven has shown us now. And since you're free now, your soul can finally breathe. Doesn't the air feel different? More open, lighter, and calmer. That's not just feeling. What has been trying to get to you for years is finally getting through because your spiritual space is cleared out. Because when betrayal goes away, good things come in. When you get rid of lies, light comes in. The garden starts to grow again after the snake is taken out. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you. Is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Now that you are at the start of everything new in your life, I want you to make one last declaration to mark the end of this holy moment. What should you write in the comments? Amen. And amen. That should be your double seal, your offer to fully accept the miracle that is already happening. When you say yes to heaven, nothing can stop you. You are born again. You're lucky. You have been picked. You're loved. And no one, not even the snake, can change what heaven has shown us. Now, this is divine confirmation for you. Keep it. Read it again. Keep it close because it was never just a message. I want you to do one last act of faith. Now tell someone who needs to hear this. There's someone in your family, network, or circle of friends who has been going through the same worry, betrayal, and quiet pain. It's not just a video you send when you share this prophetic word. You are calling on the anointing that came through it to bring breakthrough into their life and yours as well. And this is because what God blesses grows when it is shared. Now is the time to do that. Spread this word. Watch as God starts to speed up everything in your life that has been taking too long. You are the one this miracle was meant for. And now that you've agreed, see what God does next. One last thing I want you to do before you leave. That is more important than you think. You are not just engaging with content when you click the like button on this video. When you do this, God's favor flows into your life. Every like is a declaration that you are in alignment with the truth you just heard. And heaven recognizes and rewards that alignment. I invite you to press like right now as your yes to heaven. If even one word of this message touched your soul and you are ready to accept the blessings that have been waiting for you, that one simple thing could be the key that opens the door to everything else that's to come for you. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.